Good day, everyone. Today, I will discuss fake news and its different forms. In this presentation, we will understand how false and harmful information spreads online and how it affects people and society. For this presentation, my objectives are first, to discuss the different types of fake news, second, to analyze examples of disinformation and their effects, third, to evaluate malinformation and its harmful use of information, and lastly, to demonstrate critical analysis of fake news in various contexts. So, there are three main types of fake news. The first one is disinformation, which is false information shared intentionally. The second is misinformation, which is false information shared unintentionally. And the third is malinformation, which is the real information used to harm others. So these three types may look similar, but the intention behind sharing the information is different. So now, let's go over to this information. This information is false information that is intentionally, that is shared intentionally. So its characteristic includes intentional manipulation, influencing public opinion, and promoting political or social agendas. So examples of this one is AI generated videos, deepfake videos, and fake headlines. So, because of advanced technology and social media, fake content today can appear very realistic, making it easier for people to believe false information. So, here's an example.
Isang makasaysayang proyekto ang kasalukuyang isinasagawa dito sa Tagaytay, ang kauna-unahang Great Wall of the Philippines.
So, as you can see, it is an AI generated video claiming that the Philippines was building a great wall in Tagaytay. That is this is considered disinformation because the video was intentionally created using artificial intelligence to make people believe something that is not true. The video looked realistic, which made many viewers think it was legitimate. However, there was no official project or government announcement about building a Great Wall in Tagaytay. So this example shows how AI technology can be used to spread fake information and mislead the public. Another example is this one. So as you can see, it is an altered video where people were supposedly chanting the name of former President Duterte during President Bongbong Marcos' speech. This is considered disinformation because the audio and the content of the video were manipulated to create a false narrative. So the edited version was shared online to influence political opinions and create division among supporters. The intention behind spreading the altered video was to deceive viewers and make them believe that the crowd was reacting differently than what actually happened. So the next slide shows the original or the real video. So comparing the altered video and the original video helps us identify how this information works. These demonstrate the importance of fact checking and verifying original sources before believing or sharing information online. So now, let's go over to misinformation, where it refers to false information shared unintentionally. Unlike disinformation, the person sharing the content may not have the intention to deceive others. Its characteristics include accidental sharing, misunderstanding, lack of fact checking, and spreading confusion even without harmful intent. Examples include incorrect information, fake posts, and mistaken reports shared online. So, an example of misinformation is the post claiming that the Department of Education announced a change in the school opening schedule. However, this information was later debunked because DepEd did not announce any changes. Classes officially started on June 16 as originally planned. So this considered misinformation because many people shared the post believing it was true without verifying it first from official sources. Although there was no intention to deceive others, uh, the false information still caused confusion among students, parents, and teachers. These examples highlights the importance of checking reliable sources before reposting online information. Okay, so next is malinformation. Malinformation refers to real information used to harm others. Unlike misinformation and disinformation, the information itself may actually be true, but it is shared maliciously to damage reputation, violate privacy, or create harms. Examples include private leaks, exposed personal data, and harmful disclosures. Malinformation is dangerous because even truthful information can become harmful when shared irresponsibly. So, one example of malinformation is the leaked content related to the upcoming Avatar: The Last Airbender uh, anime on X or Twitter. This is considered malinformation because the leaked materials were real. They were shared publicly without authorization. The leaks harmed the creators, producers, and companies involved because confidential content was exposed before its official release. This example shows how genuine information can still cause harm when it is distributed irresponsibly or maliciously. So here's another example.
In-upload sa isang website ang mga na-hack na datos mula po sa PhilHealth. Ang sabi ng DICT, nasa 600 gigabytes ang laki o dami ng uploaded na PhilHealth files. Nasa frontline balitang yan, Camilo Samonte.
Dito sa website ng Austin Corp, in-upload ang mga nahak na data mula sa PhilHealth. Mahigit 40 minutes ang video kung saan makikita ang mga ID picture, bank cards, detalye ng empleyado ng PhilHealth, mga resibo at ilang transaksyon ng ahensya. Nauna nang sinabi ng Austin Corp na galing ang mga material na ito sa Medusa Ransomware Group. In-upload ang mga datos 2 araw matapos mapaso ang deadline para sa hinihiling nilang 17 milyong piso. Sa naturang post, hinikayat pa ng grupo.
So yeah. So the Medusa ransomware group attacked the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or PhilHealth and demanded a ransom of around 300,000 US dollars or approximately 17 million pesos. When the ransom negotiation failed, around 600 to 734 gigabytes of data were released on the dark web and Telegram. This is considered malinformation because the leaked data was real and confidential, and it was exposed publicly to cause harm and pressure the organization. The incident was endangered the privacy and security of many Filipinos whose personal information may have been included in the leak. So now that we understand the different types of fake news, the question is how can we avoid fake information online? So, according to journalists Kyrie David, Connie Season, and Mario O'Malley, the first step is checking the source. We should read the news from trusted websites, verify if the page is official, and avoid unreliable social media posts. Next, we should verify information before sharing it. We should not repost immediately without reading the full content first. Instead, we must confirm whether the information is true, reliable, and official source. Next is we should also look for evidence. The reliable information usually includes facts, interviews, statistics, or official statements. Unsupported claims without proof should not be trusted immediately. In addition, we should check the date and context because some old news is reported and presented as new. Understanding the complete context prevent misunderstanding and confusion. Lastly, we should avoid emotional headlines. Fake news often uses shocking titles to attract attention and trigger emotional reaction. Instead of reacting immediately, we should think critically before believing or sharing information online. So, in conclusion, fake news continues to affect people, society, and even governments. Disinformation spreads through intentional deception, misinformation spreads through mistakes and lack of verification, and malinformation uses real information to harm others. So, as responsible digital citizens, we should always verify information, think critically, and avoid sharing unverified content news or online posts. So always remember, think before you click and share. Thank you for listening, and that ends my presentation.